Kia ora. My name is Mickey.
And I'm Harrison.
Welcome to Follow the Star. We know that Christmas is a little bit different here in Tamaki Makaurau this year.
Yeah, it definitely is. And we hope that you'll enjoy this experience here with us and discover that nothing can stop us celebrating Christmas.
Absolutely not. I mean, we've been doing this decorating. This tree looks stunning. The lights are great.
Yep.
The ornaments match.
Yeah, but I'm actually more concerned with what's under the tree, like these presents. I actually cannot wait to open these.
Put them down, Harrison. You have to wait until the 25th.
Sorry, I'll get better at the patience thing, I promise.
I tell you. Have you ever lost something?
Yeah, I often lose my phone. I think that's the biggest thing for me.
I swear, phones have legs, don't they?
Honest,
it's
yeah, they do.
ridiculous. Well, we're about to enter a story where we're going to guide you and make sure that you don't get lost.
Yeah, and as we start our journey to follow the star, we pick up our story where something might have gone missing. And I wonder what that could be.
Morning, Mayor. How are you this morning?
Morning, Marcy. I'm good, thank you. It's nearly Christmas. Still a lot to do, but I think things are coming along quite nicely.
Yes, Mayor. You're doing a great job for your first term of office.
Well, what's on the agenda today, Marcy? Any big executive decisions for me to make?
Well, we've done well in our collection of gifts for the people who can't afford Christmas, and we're still fundraising for the Betheltown Christmas lunch. We're hoping it'll be the biggest and best Christmas lunch yet.
Yeah.
You will be giving a speech, of course?
Yes. I mean, I don't want to get too political, but I think it's a good opportunity just to remind people of some of my achievements for this year. Oh, Marcy, look, it won't be too embarrassing. I do know it's all about Christmas, but I do want to just, slip in a few highlights, like the excellent job that I've done on... Come in.
Oh, hello, Mayor, Marcy. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but we've got a crisis on our hands, and Mayor, I need your help.
Enid, now, what is it? I'm sure whatever the problem is, we can solve it. What's up?
Well, as you know, Christmas is a very important time for Betheltown. It's a time where all the town comes together. We've established traditions like the Christmas town lunch, the giving of the gifts to the poor, and the Christmas Eve carol service.
I'm aware of this, Enid. I was just telling Marcy about the fantastic job that I've done this year of getting everything underway on time and on budget.
Honestly, Enid, what's the problem? We've got everything under control this year. The tree's up. I believe you and the rest of the committee will be decorating it later today, and we'll be done well before the Christmas carol service on Christmas Eve.
Well, that's the problem. You see, we were unpacking all the decorations, laying them all out, and the most important one is missing, the symbol of Christmas.
What's that?
The star for the top of the tree.
Enid, that's not a problem, surely. Just get another one. Problem sorted.
The problem is not sorted, Mr. Mayor. You see, the star, it was fabricated from special materials decades ago. And you know how big the tree is? Well, it's important that the star is just the right size and just has the right look.
Can't we just leave it off? I mean, would anyone notice?
No, that is not an option. The star is really important. You see, it symbolizes...
You can't actually remember.
It's tradition, Mayor.
I'm sorry to barge in, but we've been looking everywhere for the star and we can't find it. People are getting really upset. What are we going to do?
Okay, look, people, first off, there are too many people in my office, but don't stress. We will just have to replace the star for this year. Can anyone tell me where we would just find another star, a very, very special star, big enough to fit our tree? I mean, we can sort this out, people.
Well, we've tried ringing all the shops. No one has one big enough.
Okay, well, what other ideas do we have? This is my first tenure as mayor, okay? Everything must be perfect.
You know where we could go? The North Pole.
The North Pole?
Yeah, the home of all things Christmas, Santa and all that. We can find the big star, find out the true meaning, write it down this time, and be back in time before Christmas. All will be well.
I actually think that's a good idea. So, any volunteers? No, I can't go. I'm the mayor. Too important to be trekking off the other side of the world.
And I can't go, I have to help the mayor.
Oh, I can't go. I'm supervising the decorating of the tree. I have a committee to run.
That's fine. I can go. I know the way. I'll be back in no time at all.
Sorted. It's decided. You will go. Good luck. No pressure, but the fate of a successful Christmas season at Betheltown rests on your head. Godspeed. The rest of you, get out of my office.
Isn't that the way so often? There's a job to be done, but people come up with all these excuses as to why they shouldn't do it. Would you go?
Yeah, for the adventure. And it would get me out of heaps of Christmas jobs. The cooking, the cleaning, the pleasing people. It would be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be a big problem though, right?
Well, yeah, because every tree needs a star, and this is a very big tree, and it needs a very big star. That makes it a very big problem.
Yeah, actually, I've just got a notification from Find My Friends. It seems she's stopped. I think she's at the North Pole.
Oh, I wish I could travel.
Oh, same here. Why don't we check this out?
Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing the bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's the swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bell chime in jingle bell time. Twinkling and twinkling and jingle bell square. In the frosty air.
What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle and a jingling feet. That's the jingle bell, that's the jingle bell, that's the Jingle Bell Rock.
Come on, elves, we have so little time left. You need to take this seriously or we won't get everything done in time.
Sorry, Gimber. Some of these are so hard to wrap.
No problem, Hermie. You just keep doing what you're doing. Just try your best. Winky, how are we going for supplies? Have we got enough of everything?
I think we're okay. We are running out of green and red ribbon, but I'm sure the kids won't mind a few other colors sneaking in there. We can get creative. COVID has made deliveries a lot slower this year.
Yes, Winky, we are deviating from the norm this year, but the spirit of Christmas is still here and we can't let down the children of the world.
Will there be enough presents for us, Gimbal?
Oh yes, there will be plenty of presents. Don't worry about that. Just keep wrapping.
Okay.
Winky, go get the door, will you? I can't imagine who's visiting us this close to Christmas. Maybe it's a late delivery.
Hey Gimbal, Eva's here from Betheltown. She's come on a long journey to come see us.
Sorry to interrupt. I have indeed come from Betheltown. I've been sent by the mayor. We have a serious problem, and it must be solved before Christmas Eve.
Oh, that does sound serious. Here, come take a seat, have a drink of strawberry milk and tell us, how can we help?
Thank you. Well, as you know, Christmas is very important to our town. We have traditions that must be upheld. We have standards, you know. We've been doing our collections for the poor, getting in supplies for our Christmas lunch, and then our huge town Christmas tree just got delivered. It's amazing.
That sounds great.
Well, yes, but the problem is we can't find the Christmas star that goes on our Christmas tree. See, that's a big problem. We always have that star. But this year we've asked everyone and we just can't find it. The mayor wants everything to be perfect. The committee is stressed. And there's already heaps of stress going around with this pandemic. So we really need this star. I mean, we've asked everyone and they all agree we need it, even if we can't remember exactly why. So we thought the best thing to do was to come to the heart of Christmas, Santa's workshop. Surely everything we need will be here. Can you help us?
We'd love to help, but actually, we can't help you at all.
What do you mean?
As you can see, we have all the Christmas gifts you could want here, but we don't have any stars for you. You see, the Christmas star that sits at the top of the Christmas tree has special significance. It tells the true meaning of Christmas. It's a much older story than anything we have here.
Well, what am I going to do? I can't go back empty-handed.
Well, there is another option, but it is a bit risky.
I'll do anything to find that star.
How do you feel about time travel?
Well, I mean, I haven't exactly considered it lately, but I guess I've come this far.
Okay, then you'll have to go back in time to discover the true meaning of Christmas. Maybe then you'll find a star for your tree too.
Perfect. Let's go. Let's find this star.
Lucky for you, I can arrange this. Winky will take you to the time travel portal.
Oh, you're not coming?
Oh no, we're much too busy here. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye, good luck.
Time travel is always risky. I mean, what if you end up in the wrong century?
Yeah, that could be very awkward, but also a bit dangerous. And I'm kind of glad we live now and not back then, because like now I get to wear shorts and shoes and shirts. And what if we had no technology?
Oh, I would die without my phone, honestly.
Yeah.
But it does make you think, doesn't it? I mean, going back in time to discover why something was so important. It's like trying to understand why it happened in the first place. Maybe like some of the Christmas traditions that our families have and that they've adopted over the years.
Yeah.
Does your family have any Christmas traditions?
Yeah, we've got a few. One of them is actually we all five of us, we set up the Christmas tree together and listen to Christmas carols as we do it. It's really
Awesome.
fun.
My family likes to hula hoop around the Christmas tree on Christmas Eve.
Wait, really?
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, that seemed a bit weird, eh? Do you think the people who actually were there for the very first Christmas actually knew what was happening? Did they know that something was taking place that would change the world forever and people would talk about thousands of years later?
I don't know, but it does make you think, doesn't it? Oh, I got a notice. Oh, look. She's made it, and it looks like she's landed at a palace.
I have a terrible headache. Where's my wine? Where's my food? And once you're ready to wash my feet, they've been aching all day. If you can't do your job, I'll find someone else to meet my expectations.
Sorry, my king. I have everything here that you've requested. We've just had such a busy day with all the visitors in the palace.
I'm not at all interested in your excuses. So who do we have here to plead the case with me today? Just a whole lot more people wanting something from me. Who's that person there? That girl, she's unusually dressed. Guards, hold on to her. Just go away. You're too slow and annoying. And I'm so stressed.
Husband, try to relax. Why are you so stressed? Surely you have everything you need here. Have a seat upon your throne, and I will organize everything for you.
How can I sit when I have this whole city to rule? The people aren't paying me enough attention. They're ungrateful for everything I've done. I have built great buildings. I have made splendid statues and ornaments. And look at that beautiful golden eagle I commissioned for our new friends. I have fought hard for this throne. It is my birthright to rule. All I hear is complaining. Ungrateful, the lot of them. We ought to get rid of them all.
I don't think that will solve the problem. Try doing your breathing.
Shall I wash your feet now?
Yes, yes, go on. Wait! No. Who's that over there? They look rather interesting. Come here. Yes, you three. I haven't seen you in my palace before. Tell me, what business of travel plans do you have here?
King Herod, we are merely travelling through on our journey. We're looking for the one born to be King of the Jews. We saw his star rise, and we are following that star. We want to worship him.
You what? I am the king. I am the king. There is no other king. What are you talking about?
It is written, but Bethlehem and the lad of Judah, you are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler that will shepherd my people Israel.
Ah, you know the scriptures. You are wise men. Tell me, have you found this child yet?
No, we have not, King Herod, but we follow the star and we feel we are close.
Listen, I too am interested in this boy king. Of course, if it is as the scripture says, maybe I too should worship him. Perhaps you could let me know when you go about your quest. I would like to meet him. Hey, I send you my blessings. Just return and stay in touch.
I don't trust King Herod, do you?
No, I don't trust him either.
I think we should stick to the plan.
Agreed. It is not safe here. We should leave, and we will not return. We must follow the star and find the boy ourselves.
God, find that boy they were talking about and kill him now.
This place is crazy. I'm getting out of here.
On
We told you it could be dangerous. I mean, that Herod guy, he's a con man, totally full of himself.
Yeah.
But I guess you can be that way when you're the king, right?
Yeah, did you hear him complain about all the things he had to do? But you've never complained like that, right?
Me? No, I would never complain like that. I mean, I suppose he didn't really want anyone taking over for him, did he?
Yeah, I mean, imagine having a new baby called the new king. And I can see why that didn't go down very well.
No. The wise men had the right idea, didn't they? I mean, they kept focused on what they were doing. They'd been looking for the star for years. It was prophesied years ago that this would happen. I mean, I bet they couldn't believe that they actually got to see the very star that had been written about.
Oh, it would be absolutely amazing.
Epic.
Actually, have you seen Eva recently?
Oh, no, let's check on her.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, okay, there she is. Oh, wait a minute. Is she in a paddock?
I wonder if she's actually getting any closer to finding the star.
Hey, you out there. Who are you and where you're from?
I'm from Betheltown, a long way from here.
Betheltown? Don't you mean Bethlehem? Because that's where we're going.
No, I'm from Betheltown, a long, long, long way from here.
Well, why don't you come in, take a seat? We've just been chilling here.
So it looks like you've been on a long journey.
Yeah, you could say that. I've just come from Herod's palace and it freaked me out.
Far out. Well, I guess we're on a long journey too.
You are?
Yeah. Shall we tell her about it?
Okay, we're shepherds. We mostly like to just hang around with our sheep, and for the most part, it's pretty cruisy.
Yeah, we don't really do that much, but I don't know, the other day, we were just sitting around looking after our sheep. Yeah, nothing much going on.
And then suddenly there was this angel, like a real angel.
It sounds insane, but yeah, there was an angel from God.
I've never been so scared in my life.
Yeah, really scared.
Wet your pants scared.
Yeah.
So yeah, what could we do but bow our heads to the ground when we saw these magnificent angels?
And the angel said, "Don't be afraid."
Yeah, that was a bit late though.
He said, "I bring you good news that will bring you great joy. Today, in the city of David, a Savior has been born to you, the Messiah, the Lord. This will be the sign. You will find him wrapped in clothes and lying in a manger."
And then suddenly, a whole lot of heavenly beings appeared.
And even more angels.
They were so bright, you couldn't look directly at them. They said, "Glory to God and peace on earth." You'd think that we're making this up, but we're not.
Then they just floated up and disappeared from sight. Went back to heaven, I guess. We were at a loss for words. Nothing like this has ever happened to us before.
So yeah, we're going to Bethlehem to see that what they said is true.
We thought we'd rest up here for a while and get out of this rain, and then maybe have a sing-song too. Hey boy.
Yeah. All right, we should get going. We hope to reach Bethlehem by today. We need to see if what the angel said was true.
So I guess do you want to come along with us?
Yeah, that'd be great. I think Bethlehem is where I need to be.
Perfect.
I'm so excited. I think I'm going to live off this story for the rest of my life. I just know it.
star. It's stopped. Whoa. It must be getting close.
Finally!
Come on, let's go.
Shepherds would have told lots of stories, I'd imagine. I think a bit like my stories. The lion was this big, it had this big teeth, but I ran faster and saved hundreds of sheep.
Oh, my hero. But the truth is, if one shepherd had seen the angel, then they probably would have just thought it was a nightmare.
I don't think even shepherds could come up with something that wild, though.
No, I don't think so. So hang on. We've got the wise men, right? Super educated, dedicated, they've been at this for years, they've got money, and they were following the star.
Yep.
And then we've got the shepherds, right? Uneducated, probably stunk like sheep, and they also got told about the baby.
Yeah, and all they had to do was find him. And I guess really anyone could follow the star.
Wow, it's just as they said it would be.
Man, that is cute. Yeah, man. Who would have thought we'd ever get to see this? Wow. Let's go in.
The star, it's incredible. So big and so bright, just shining above the stable. Yet the light draws you in. Maybe that's why the wise men were following it. This must be why we put a star on our Christmas tree, to remind us of all of this.
Amazing, isn't it? In the stillness of an ordinary night, something extraordinary has happened.
Do you know who these people are?
That's Joseph and his wife Mary. Their baby Jesus has just been born. He's not just any baby though, he's the Messiah, and that changes everything. The star we followed has led us here.
I remember. You were at Herod's palace. I'm glad you made it here safely.
Yes, but we're not going back though. This is both the end and the beginning of the story.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt His word. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh,
When you look up into the night sky and see a star, did you know that you're actually looking back in time? Light takes time to travel through space, and so the light that reaches our eyes actually left that star a long time ago. A lot of the stars in our galaxy are hundreds or thousands or millions of light years away. So when you look at that star, you're not seeing it as it exists now, you're seeing it as it existed a long, long time ago. You're literally looking back in time. And that's an interesting thought when you consider the Star of Bethlehem. We're told in the Gospels that the Magi or the wise men saw the star when it rose, and that star led them to Bethlehem, led them to the exact place where Jesus was born. But of course, now what we know from astronomy is that the light those wise men saw didn't originate then. That light originated a long, long, long time ago. In fact, I love the thought that maybe all the way back at creation, When God first created the world, when God first put the stars in their place, the Bible tells us God knows every star by name. And maybe in that moment, he placed a particular star in the sky. Maybe in that moment, he placed the Star of Bethlehem in the sky, like as a future bookmark of the day when God himself would enter into our world. And he set the light from that star on its course that worked its way across time and space and eventually reached the eyes of the Magi. It's an amazing thought that God has had this plan right from the beginning. In fact, before creation, this plan that would lead to the manger, this plan that would lead to Bethlehem, this plan that would lead to Jesus, and it involved a star. And it gives us the confidence that just as God has guided the story forward to that exact point when Jesus was born, God is continuing to guide the story forward today. His hand is still upon the world, his hand is still upon history, his hand is still upon our lives, and he's still guiding us with a star. It's just that now it's not a literal star in the sky, now it's the living Star of Bethlehem, Jesus Christ. In the Bible, Jesus is described with the image of a star. He's described as the bright morning star, the star that shines the brightest in the sky, just before the dawn, signaling the dawn of a new day. And Jesus is the one, the light of the world, who shines his love and his grace and his light into the darkness and the bleakness of this world. And just as the wise men were invited to look up to that star and follow that star to Bethlehem, we are invited today to look up and look towards our bright morning star, Jesus himself, and he is our guide through this life. I think that's a word that we need to hear today. It's an invitation that we need to receive afresh, because it can be difficult to know who to follow these days, especially I think in this COVID environment that we're in. It's hard to know which voice to listen to. So many voices, so many opinions, so many perspectives. And we're asking ourselves, who is a reliable guide? Who is a voice that we can trust? Who is an authoritative source of truth? Who is our authority during these times? And it's easy to default back to just following whatever's trending on social media, following the latest clickbait headline, following whatever voice is the loudest. But this is a moment when we need to look up and look to the true Star of Bethlehem. Look to Jesus himself. He is the one who is a truly reliable guide in these uncertain times. When everything's changing around us, and Auckland has been through so much change over these past few months, more change is coming up. Things seem so uncertain and so unsettled. Jesus is the true star. He's the one who is constant. He's the one who is steady. He's the one who is unchanging. In times where there's so much fear, there's so much anxiety, we live in such an anxious age at the moment, we look to Jesus as the one who shines his peace into the world, gives us the peace of his Holy Spirit, and his perfect love casts out all fear. And in this time, in this moment where we can't really see many steps ahead of ourselves, we don't know what the future's going to bring, we can't plan, we don't know the way, we can look to Jesus, who is the eternal one. He's the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last, the one who was and is to come. He is the eternal God. He is the one who is our truly reliable guide in these changing times. So I just want to encourage you to do something really practical in response to this. Next time you get a chance, have a look up at the night sky and see if you can see the stars. Often when you look up in Auckland, you just see streetlights. But next time you get a clear night, have a look and focus yourself on one particular star. Find one star, focus on that, and let that star give you a big sense of time. Let it remind you of how the light that you're seeing originated so long ago. And let that star remind you of Jesus, the bright morning star. And in that moment, I want to encourage you just to take the time to reorientate your life toward Jesus, the true Star of Bethlehem, to take a moment to recommit yourself to him, to re-anchor your life in his love and his grace and his peace, and turn your heart towards him and renew again your steadfast determination to follow him above all other voices, above all other opinions, and above all other people. As the Magi faithfully followed that star to Bethlehem and it led them to Jesus, May we be those who faithfully follow the true star of Bethlehem, our bright morning star, Jesus Christ himself, all the days of our life. May God bless you and keep you this Advent season.
I believe this is for you.
I finally got it.
Take this to where you came from and tell everybody what you've seen. Because when they follow the star, they'll find Jesus just like we did. He has come to be the light of the world. Don't let them forget that the gifts that they give and the star that they put on their tree are a reminder of this day, when Jesus was given from God as a gift to the whole world, because that is the true meaning of Christmas.
From heaven to a manger, the hope of the world alive for all mankind. All of the earth rejoice, it's Christmas time. So lift up your voice and sing out his praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let his praise resound. It's Christmas. Goodwill to all the earth and peace divine. All of the earth rejoice. It's Christmas time. It's Christmas time. So lift up your voice and sing out his praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let his praise resound. It's Christmas, so lift up your voice and sing out his praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let his praise resound. It's Christmas. So lift up your voice and sing out his praise. It's Christmas, born is the King, rejoice in the day. It's Christmas, make a joyful sound. It's Christmas, let his praise resound. It's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Thanks for being part of the story. I hope that you've discovered that Jesus can be a part of your Christmas too.
Yep, but the story actually hasn't finished yet. No, we aren't going back to Bethel Town. Though I'm pretty sure they're in full celebration already. But we've got a great challenge for you, and it's called Follow the Star. So check it out.
You've just watched our Follow the Star online experience. But now we've got the next step that you could do, something you can enjoy with your family and friends as you move around the city. So we've set a challenge for you. When you get to your first location, you'll find a QR code hidden somewhere around a star. So find the star, and then you'll find your QR code. Just watch for the branding to make sure that it is our QR code that you're scanning, and you'll be able to find then the challenge connected with that stop. Every stop has a challenge. It also has a video element if you want to watch it. And then when you finish following the star, it'll end up at a celebration point. Remember, Betheltown had a celebration? Well, we're celebrating as well. You'll be able to find out more about that on our website with followthestar.guide. Make sure that when you follow the star, scan the QR code, do the activity, and then you'll find that you'll be able to get from the beginning of your journey to the end in a fun way, and you'll probably learn a little bit more about the people you're doing it with, even if they are your family. We hope that you enjoy this experience, that you will celebrate Christmas, but most of all, that you will discover that Jesus can be part of your story too. If you'd like to know more about following Jesus, then please let us know. There's a button that you can click on followthestar.guide, and we'll be able to get in touch with you and give you some resources and some guidance as to how you might follow Jesus and what a difference he can make in your life. I know that's true for me, and it may be true for you too.